Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota Tundra Hybrid Platinum in the color black. Let's take a look. Starting up front, underneath the hood, we have the gas components of the hybrid energy system. It is the iForce Max twin turbo 3.4-liter V6 engine. It is automatic transmission, gets up to 437 horsepower, 583 pound-foot of torque, towing capacity up to 11,012 pounds, payload up to 1,565. Up front here, you've got your LED headlights, custom daytime running lights, and fog lights down below. Across the front bumper, you've got these little round nodules. These guys are the front parking sensors. Of course, you also have that Tundra logo in the middle up front, and just above that, right underneath of the Toyota logo, is your front-facing camera. Onto the side here, you have 20-inch dark alloy wheels. On both ends of your front of your hood here, you have the iForce Max Hybrid badge. Then, side mirrors include integrated turn signals, blind spot monitoring, and additional cameras underneath to contribute to the surround view camera effect. If you look down below on either one of your front doors, you have that platinum trim level badge. Looking at either one of your front handles, you'll find this little dimple on the outside corner of the handle. We'll talk about that more on the driver's side. Heading back, all your rear windows come with factory tinting. In the back here, currently we have the bed lamps turned on. These guys can be turned off or work automatically with the opening and closing of doors. Rear windshield is power adjustable. We'll look at controls for both of those when we get up front in the cab. Now, across the back of the unit, just like up front, you have backup parking sensors that go the whole way across. Left-hand side, you have your 4x4 badge. Tundra logo is stamped into the back here. Down below, you have your hitch receiver, and spare is mounted underneath. If you take a look at your handle, you'll find your backup camera. To open up the bed space, you have a couple options. One is to reach into the handle and press the button underneath of here. The other one we'll take a look at because it can be used for both opening and closing it, so we'll take a look at that when we close this up in a second here. Now, taking a look in the back, as we said, we do have the bed lamp lighting. You have tie-down hooks, bed rails with adjustable cleats, and on the right-hand side, you have a power outlet. You'll also notice that when this folds down, you have this little foot step that will fold down along with it. This works with the power adjustable running boards, which as you can see are not currently down along the side, but we'll take a look at the controls for those when we get up front in the cab. To close up your space back here, you can just go over to your driver's side rear tail lamp, give a press on the button on the side there, and it should close itself upwards. The step will follow in just a moment alongside here. And this same method can also be used for bringing the tailgate down for you. Next, let's take a look at the inside. Inside here, your interior upholstery is the black Softex leatherette. You have both black and dark blue stitching on your seats, which coordinates with this slight blue color you can find on the seats there as well. In between the two sides back here, there is a folding down armrest / cup holder. You can easily tuck this up and away if you are looking to increase seating capacity. Then up top next to your middle headrest or rear passenger headrest, you have this little fabric strap. Reach up and release this guy in order to access the storage spaces in behind your seats, including your toolkit back there for the spare. You also have one of your JBL speakers back here. You have this premium JBL speaker sound system all throughout your vehicle. Down below, you're able to adjust your seats as well, but they do not have the same seating or space for your storage rather as what you will find underneath in the gas only models, but you're still able to adjust the seats. You can push it all the way up so it stays in this position, but this does give you a different layout for any cargo needs you have. Underneath of this little false panel you can see right here is where you're able to access your battery should you ever need to reach it. If you do have the seat pushed all the way up into the upright position, you can release it back downwards by just pulling on the fabric strap down below. Looking up overhead here, you have this panoramic moonroof inside for everybody to enjoy. Then on the back of your front passenger and front driver seats, you've got pouch storage. Back of the console, you have your cup holders, and then 3 levels for both heated and cooled seats on each side in the back here. It'll be blue for cool and red for heat. Charger ports down below, and although they're not installed right now, all new units do come with both the carpeted and rubber mat sets. In the door here, you have your storage spaces, more of that blue stitching on black. You have your power window control, of course, And on the window is your built-in sunshade. So you can lift this guy upwards, goes all the way up top, locks into place on these little hooks, and it helps to keep the sun out of people in the back's eyes so that they don't be going blind while they're looking out the windows, though you can still see what's going on outside, so it's not completely blocking you off. If you want to, you can also bring it back downwards here, roll it all the way, and it will go flush in here with your door frame. Now, back again to this little front dimple. This guy indicates keyless entry, so if you have the key fob on your person, you can tap your hand on top of here or inside of your handle. Now, just before I open the door here, keep your eyes underneath here. You will find the power adjustable running boards will fold themselves down. So if you open up your doors, this will come right down for you. Inside the door quickly here, we have power windows for both front and back, window lock, power lock system, and side mirror controls. This little left-hand panel allows you to fold your side mirrors in flat with the body of your unit. You can keep it set to A for automatic if you want it to fold and unfold when you lock and unlock the vehicle. Other than that, you can also manually adjust these guys at any point in time. Under that, you have your memory seat settings, which of course means you have electronic seat adjustment, back, front, up, down, lumbar support, and underneath support all the way up front. Then, hood release latch on the bottom left-hand corner of your dash. On top of that, controls for these automatic running boards. You can choose to have them set permanently out. We'll give that a press just so that when we walk around the vehicle for the last time, you can see them folded all the way at a full view. You can set it to automatic, which is how it was previously, so they'll only fold and unfold when you are opening and closing your doors, or you can turn it off if you want them to stay permanently folded up underneath. Next to that, you have your heated steering wheel control, AC 120 volt, rear parking sensors, odometer trip, dash brightness, gas release, your automatic headlamps, and rear bed lamp lighting. You also have the power tilt and telescopic steering wheel controls, of course, on the side of the steering wheel. Taking a look at your steering wheel, this guy's black leather with blue stitching, just like your seats. Left-hand side, controls there for your dash display. You got your hands-free communication here and volume control. Right-hand side, radio controls in the bottom, adaptive cruise control up top, which includes a sonar and lane departure. If you look up top, you'll find this little cutout in your dash. Looking straight forward from there, if you squint your eyes, you can probably see there's a couple metrics being displayed straight ahead. This is your heads-up display. So this guy allows you to keep your eyes on the road while also keeping your eyes on pertinent information you need, not having to look up and down from your dash to do so. You can have a few different things that might be displayed up here, but currently we have both the compass as well as the speedometer. In the middle, you've got this little storage space with a 12-volt adapter on the left-hand corner. Underneath that is your infotainment display screen. Nice big screening here. You definitely don't have to squint to see what's going on. Looking at this right now up top, you're taking a look at your optional navigation, which you can choose to connect through Toyota connected services. Under that is audio listening, AM, FM, and satellite radio. Full Bluetooth connectivity includes Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and there's optional USB adapters throughout. Then you have your Bluetooth connection for your phone. You would also use this for hands-free communications. Then, two things in here. One, typical trip information, but much more excitingly, seat controls. We have massaging seats up front, so both the driver and front passenger have this as an option. You can see you have all 5 of these different settings that you can choose between, and you can flip through them to see them light up to show you exactly what motion and pattern they are going to do on the seat themselves. You can also turn the power on and off here and control the intensity. So if you just want it to be very gentle, or if you want it to go full out, you have control over that. All the way at the bottom is where you have all your settings. Everything from your personal profile, Bluetooth information, Wi-Fi display, vehicle customizing, dealer info, apps, etc. Underneath, volume control on the bottom left-hand corner, climate control in the middle. Dual climate control up front here means driver and front passenger can control their own temperatures separately or choose to sync them up to have them work together. Defrost for front and rear windshield as well as your side mirrors is right in the middle. You've got a little USB port on the far end there. And then on each side we have 3 levels for both heated and cooled seats. Just like in the back, it is once again blue for cool, red for heat, driver, front passenger. To the left, you have your push start ignition and trailer brake controls. Trailer brake controls again here. Then you have your surround view cameras. Give this a press. Your infotainment turns to this full surround view look of the vehicle. Of course, I have the driver's door open right now, so there's a bit of distortion in the imaging there that's not typically present. But you can change your perspective at any point in time to get higher or further away from your vehicle. And you can pause it to keep looking in your current direction if that's the way you want to be facing. You've got more adjustments for this in the bottom right-hand corner icon. To get rid of the screen, either press the same button you did to bring it up, or hit this X you have in the top left-hand corner. Next to that, you have your traction control, 4-ways, and the power tailgate release. Then you have your parking brake and parking hold, gear shift, 2-wheel 4-high and 4-low controls, driving and towing mode, storage spaces, all throughout the center. Up front, you have this black pad space right here. This guy is a wireless charging pad. It is compatible with any wireless charging device. For the phones, though, you'll find little bumpers along the sides and on the bottom there as well, just ensuring that when your phone is in there and you're out on the road, it's not going to be smacking around or slip sliding out of that space. Having this feature means you don't have to worry about having charging cords on your person and in your car ever again, though of course, if that's your preference, there are plenty available to you. And this still leaves you with the ability to have your phone facing you and able to see any notifications coming in and out, though of course with hands-free communications and things like Bluetooth connection that give you the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, you may not use this very much, but it is still there and available to you if you need it. And then there's still additional storage space surrounding it. Next to that is cup holder spaces, so it's just a little pop-up space. Then you have your console. This top tray here can be slid back to get quick, easy access inside. You can also open it up from either side, press the button in, and swing upwards. We've got some interior light that stems down from the back in here. As you can see, lots of different storage setups available, and you got some chargers on the front end as well. On the right-hand side, down below, is a lockable glove box. Up overhead on the rear view mirror, 1, 2, and 3 dots, those guys are garage door openers. Right now you have a normal reflective rear view mirror, but if you flip your switch, it will turn to this camera view behind yourself instead. So the reason this can be so nice to have is that sometimes when you're driving, you have either people or items that are in the back there that are being a distraction, or partially or even fully blocking the view of traffic behind yourself. If you've ever struggled with this, let that struggle be no more, because you can flip the switch and use a camera view behind yourself instead. At the beginning of the video, you would have seen the tail lamps in the back at the top of the vehicle, and this is using the cameras that are located right between those two lights. So this way you're able to take a look at what's going on behind yourself with traffic without having to look directly through your cab to do so. On top of that, you've got your sunglasses compartment, SOS button, overhead lighting controls, which includes the mood/ambient lighting. Up top, you of course have controls for the panoramic moonroof. And lastly, on the left-hand corner is your adjustments for your power adjustable rear windshield. You can take a look at that guy in action. Press the button in to have it roll down, pull the button up to have it roll closed. You can even stop it at any point along the way to suit your preference. Great little feature for getting extra airflow inside your front cab space. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Toyota Tundra Hybrid Platinum in the color black. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 on Mall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta, Canada. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.